Not long after stepping onto the street, it became obvious that Jodie harbors deep resentment toward her sister Shona Platt, who walked out of the family home after becoming a teenage mom. At first, it seemed clear that her sole aim was to ruin Shona's world in an elaborate revenge scheme, yet Jodie has also shown a disturbing desire to torment plenty of other Weatherfield locals. Only recently, she locked horns with Bernie Winter after being scolded for messing up an order at the cafe. Determined to get even, Jodie fueled Mal Roper's belief that he and Bernie shared a romantic spark, and it has since come to light that she even trespassed into Bernie's house and slashed her face from cherished wedding photographs. A cutout image of Bernie was later seen tucked inside a box owned by Jodie, alongside a collection of strange keepsakes that resemble trophies. Sharp-eyed fans might also have noticed proof of yet another offense hidden among the items, one that has left another Corrie favorite deeply unsettled. Brian Packham has been distraught ever since he realized his treasured copy of The Woman in White had vanished. He caused uproar by pointing the finger at Hope Stape, who firmly denied having anything to do with the disappearance. Given that Hope had overheard Brian and Rita Tanner discussing her troubled history and her serial killer father on the same day the book went missing, his suspicion didn't seem entirely unreasonable. When you add her past acts of arson and her unsettling fascination with others' misery, it's understandable why she was the first person Brian confronted. Even her sister Ruby Dobbs was convinced she was responsible. However, viewers have now discovered that the true thief was Jodie, who appears to relish stirring up chaos and heartbreak. In scenes still to come, members of the Platt clan gather at the hospital to stand by David and Shona while Harper undergoes surgery. After learning that Harper has experienced a minor bleed, David lashes out at his relatives and demands they clear off. Jodie offers David a comforting embrace before leaving, crossing paths with a new mother in the corridor. Mistaking Jodie for Shona and assuming David is her husband, the woman strikes up a conversation, but will Jodie correct her? As the week unfolds, Lily Platt stumbles upon Jodie's hidden box beneath the staircase, puzzled to uncover the defaced photograph of Bernie and Brian's missing novel inside. At the same time, the mum from the hospital approaches Jodie again, asking for updates on Harper. While Jodie speaks about the little girl's procedure as if she were her own child, she is stunned to find Shona standing just behind her. Julia Goulding later explained that the encounter certainly triggered alarm bells, but emphasized that Jodie is an expert at twisting situations to her advantage. According to her, Shona is so emotionally drained that she simply cannot cope with any further upheaval. She chooses to overlook the warning signs because she is too worn down to battle them. Jodie's talent for spinning convincing stories ultimately persuades Shona to take her at her word, as all Shona truly wants is to believe in her sister. When Jodie makes her way back to the Platt household, Lily challenges her over the mutilated picture and the stolen book, leaving the question of how she will possibly talk her way out of this latest predicament. Debbie Webster's nightmare behind bars deepens next week as Coronation Street viewers watch her continue to struggle with life in prison. With intimidating inmate Paula stirring up fresh trouble, Debbie's situation appears to be going from bad to worse. After Lou Michaelis' newest effort to lend a hand ends in disaster, Debbie is left feeling even more despondent, just as her scheming son Carl seizes another opportunity to exploit her. According to a Corrie insider, having Lou around has at least given Debbie some comfort while she serves her sentence. Seeing a familiar face has made the harsh environment slightly more bearable. However, their fragile friendship faces strain when Lou begins interfering in Debbie's affairs. Although Lou genuinely believes she's helping, her involvement only complicates matters further. The question now is whether Debbie is about to lose the sole ally she has inside. The two women have grown close through their shared distrust of the fearsome prison bully Paula. When Debbie supports Lou as she crafts bracelets for Joni and Shanice, the spiteful Paula attempts to swipe one for herself. This sparks a heated confrontation, with fiery Lou telling Paula exactly where to go. The clash leaves Debbie rattled, and her anxiety intensifies the next day when she discovers Lou badly bruised after being violently attacked by the vengeful inmate. When Sally brings Lou's children along for a visit, they are shocked by the visible injuries and deeply concerned about her well-being. Visiting day also sees Carl turning up to see his mother. Unsurprisingly, he arrives with hidden intentions, guilt-tripping Debbie into handing over more cash to help settle his mounting debts. Overhearing their exchange, Sally steps in and cautions Debbie against being taken advantage of by her opportunistic son. Although Debbie snaps at Sally for interfering, she can't deny there's truth in her warning. Later, alone in her prison cell, Debbie crumbles under the pressure of once again allowing Carl to manipulate her. Yet her lingering guilt over giving him up as a baby and concealing the truth about his parentage for years weighs heavily on her conscience, leaving her convinced she owes him everything. Feeling overwhelmed, Debbie confides in Lou about how much she despises being locked up. Determined to help, Lou takes matters into her own hands, but her actions soon backfire spectacularly. The insider reveals that Lou contacts Sally to inform her just how low Debbie has been feeling. Unfortunately, instead of reassuring Debbie that she has support on the outside, this interference achieves the exact opposite. Furious, Debbie lashes out at Lou, accusing her of betraying her trust by running to Sally. If Lou withdraws her support, Debbie could find herself exposed to Paula's wrath once again. Meanwhile, the looming question remains: how long will Carl continue to pull his mother's strings for his own gain? Coronation Street actress Sydney Martin has been spotted enjoying some downtime with her on-screen bestie, stepping away from the chaos of Weatherfield for a soothing day out together. The performer is widely recognized by ITV viewers for bringing Betsy Swain to life. This summer will mark 2 years since Sydney first appeared on The Cobbles, a debut that also signaled a major breakthrough in her acting journey. Fans may remember that Betsy initially turned up as Sabrina Adetiba's friend before the storyline later unveiled the identity of her mother. Securing the part proved to be a career-defining moment for Sydney, and her character has remained firmly at the center of the show's dramatic twists ever since. That intense spotlight isn't fading anytime soon either. As recent spoilers reveal, Betsy will be plunged into fresh heartbreak when she stumbles upon a neighbor's lifeless body on the very day her mum is due to marry Carla Connor. Despite filming the emotional wedding scenes scheduled for April, Sydney recently pressed pause on the drama to spend quality time with close friend and co-star Kate Fitton. Soap fans will recognize Kate for her role as Lauren Bolton, having joined the series toward the end of 2022. Lauren arrived in Weatherfield alongside her sinister father, Reese Bolton, who was connected to Griff Reynolds' extremist group. After being caught up in Max Turner's far-right storyline, Lauren's life spiraled when her character suffered abuse at the hands of solicitor Joel Deering. She later welcomed his baby son, Frankie, who heartbreakingly received a diagnosis of aplastic anemia. Lauren then faced trial for Joel's murder before ultimately being acquitted by a jury. More recently, Lauren's life has been calmer, though she has formed a strong bond with Betsy, a friendship mirrored off-screen between the two actresses themselves. On Tuesday, February 24th, Sydney and Kate made their way to Carden Park, an upscale countryside hotel and spa located near Chester in Cheshire. Documenting their visit in a "Come Spend the Day with Us" clip, the pair were seen making the most of what Sydney called a much-needed day off. In her caption, she thanked the venue for hosting them, describing it as the perfect girly getaway. She also uploaded additional snaps to her Instagram stories and, delighted by the sunny weather, remarked that they were being thoroughly spoiled by the sunshine. Kate responded warmly in the comments, calling it the best day spent with her gorgeous Gworla, and reposted a photo of the two unwinding at the spa with a heartfelt message of affection. Admirers of the soap stars were quick to flood the post with praise. One fan described the update as "so lush," noting how lucky they were with the beautiful weather, while another hailed them as the ultimate friendship duo. Others insisted the pair fully deserved the pampering, calling them the best girls and branding their bond friendship goals. Compliments continued to pour in, with followers labeling the day gorgeous and celebrating their adorable bestie energy. Coronation Street airs on weeknights at 8:30 p.m. on ITV1 and is also available for streaming on ITVX.